My father was a wrestling coach, or has been since the year I was born, so kind of grew up around it. Really just been wrestling ever since I was a little kid. Didn't start wrestling in tournaments till I was in the 7th grade. And then in high school, I was a 3-time state champion, 2-time undefeated champion, 2-time most outstanding wrestler in the state. I was a Greco-Roman national champion, Greco-Roman All-American, and freestyle All-American. Was voted to the Dream Team. Then I went to college at Iowa State, wrestled there, came back, was a 2-time All-American for my father at Merrimack. Helped coach at Merrimack for almost 20 years, coached over 50 All-Americans and several national champions, and then coached at Ren Lake for a year where we had the school's highest placing ever, took 3rd. The team had never done better than 15th. Had 3 national finalists, 2 champions, and 5 All-Americans that year. Also, starting in 2006, I believe it was 2007 and 2008, I was a white belt gi world champion and a blue belt no gi world champion. I just coached one of my friends to the world title, and we were just kind of looking for a gym where guys wanted to get better. We kind of felt like we were stagnating where we were and wanted to go somewhere we can improve, and where guys really appreciated wrestling. Like, they may not know it completely, but they understood the importance of it. The 2 things that you can't really coach are desire and talent. And they're sort of equally important. I always tell people, desire only gets you so far. I mean, I'm 5'5" in Japanese, so I'm never going to dunk a basketball no matter how much I want to do it. So at the same time, somebody who's really talented and won't work hard they're just going to frustrate other people around them. So I think probably the biggest thing I can do is help the guys that are talented and want to work hard in a specific aspect of the MMA game that maybe they don't have a lot of background in, or maybe they do, but they're kind of forgetting about it because they're working on their other things. Like a guy like Ryan doesn't practice his wrestling as much because he was a good wrestler. But it still doesn't mean that I can't walk in and just remind him of a thing or two to just keep his game sharp. And conversely, maybe a guy like Ezra, who's a black belt and doesn't have a wrestling background, telling him 1 or 2 things can put him in better positions through wrestling to get submissions and victories in jiu-jitsu. I've been around gyms and athletes my whole life. I just came back from Oklahoma State, where they were, there's all the coaches there have been in the Olympics or Olympic champions, and they're the most humble guys you'd ever meet. It's usually the guy that's bragging hasn't really won much. The guys here all seem to just work hard and keep their mouth shut and put their nose to the grindstone and go to work. And hopefully that's what they see in me, is somebody who just wants to come in. And I've taught 1 class so far. I got a pretty good response from it, and hopefully guys pick some things up that they could do. And it's, I love wrestling. I've been, it helped me a lot in my life, socially and scholarship-wise and confidence-wise and everything else. So, if I can help somebody else through wrestling become a better person, a better fighter, a better athlete, better whatever, then it's cool to be able to do that.